Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we dive deep into the world of Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, exploring the luxurious and secretive lifestyle of the man behind the throne. From sprawling palaces to a multi-billion-dollar financial empire, this is Inside the Billionaire Life of Ali Khamenei. Let's get started. 1. Rise to power and image management. Born in 1939 in Najaf, Iraq, and raised in Mashhad, Iran, Ali Khamenei was a regular seminary student before rising as a cleric and political figure under Ayatollah Khamenei. Despite modest origins, in 1989 he became supreme leader, gaining full control of Iran's military, judiciary, and foreign policy. He projects an image of frugality, living simply, wearing basic robes, and allegedly relying on arms. Throughout his decades in power, state-run media have carefully crafted his public persona as a devout and humble religious leader. Photos often show him reading in a sparsely furnished room, drinking tea with students, or advising military leaders from behind an austere desk. These images reinforce the belief among his followers that he lives without personal luxury, focused solely on the nation's Islamic values and spiritual future. However, behind this public image lies a sophisticated apparatus designed to shield the supreme leader from scrutiny. Khamenei rarely gives unscripted interviews, avoids publicized family events, and only appears in controlled public settings. While his lifestyle is projected as modest, his command over Iran's most powerful institutions, and the wealth tied to them, suggests a level of influence and privilege far beyond the reach of ordinary citizens. 2. The $95 billion hidden empire. Through an obscure but immensely powerful organization known as Setad, short for Setad Ijrae Farmain Hazrat Emam, Khamenei controls a sprawling empire that stretches across nearly every sector of Iran's economy. Originally established to manage and sell properties abandoned after the 1979 Islamic Revolution, Setad evolved into a corporate behemoth with influence in real estate, finance, telecommunications, agriculture, and even pharmaceuticals. A 2013 Reuters investigation estimated its holdings to be worth around $95 billion, a staggering figure that dwarfs the fortunes of most global leaders. While Setad is officially a charitable organization, its operations have little transparency and virtually no independent oversight. The organization operates through layers of shell companies and front organizations, making it nearly impossible to trace its full scope or true ownership. Assets are frequently seized under legal pretexts from religious minorities, political dissidents, and immigrants who fled Iran in the aftermath of the revolution. These acquisitions are rarely contested, as courts and legal systems ultimately report to the supreme leader himself. Critics argue that Setad serves as a financial lifeline for Khamenei's influence, giving him a slush fund that operates outside Iran's national budget and parliament's reach. Through this mechanism, he can fund political allies, sponsor religious initiatives, and maintain loyalty within the ranks of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, without ever facing democratic accountability. The empire not only insulates him from economic pressure but also enables him to shape Iran's domestic and foreign policy with unchecked authority. According to some Western intelligence estimates, when combined with other assets tied to foundations, known as boniads, and military-linked companies, the broader Khamenei-linked network could control as much as $200 billion. This would make the supreme leader not just the most powerful man in Iran, but one of the wealthiest figures on the planet, although his name rarely appears on any official lists of billionaires. Unlike Western tycoons, Khamenei's wealth is not tied to personal stock portfolios or luxury brand ownership. Instead, it's embedded in a dense web of state-controlled industries that operate under his command, giving him immense economic leverage without the public optics of extravagant personal consumption. 3. Lavish palaces and VIP vacations. While the Iranian public is regularly reminded of Ayatollah Khamenei's humble lifestyle, photos of him praying in modest quarters or holding simple meetings with clerics, behind the scenes lies a far more privileged existence. The supreme leader has access to a network of secluded compounds, opulent residences, and high-security retreats across Iran. One of the most well-known is the Malekabad compound near his birthplace of Mashhad. Spanning several hectares and protected by elite IRGC units, this estate includes private gardens, villas, and underground facilities designed for both leisure and security. It is entirely closed off to the public and airspace above it is restricted. These properties are far more than symbolic. According to insiders and leaked documents, they are outfitted with modern luxuries rarely seen by average Iranians: Italian marble floors, European furnishings, private cinemas, and imported security technology. While Khamenei avoids flaunting this wealth publicly, the estates are maintained at the highest level and staffed by hundreds of employees sworn to silence. Each location functions as both a personal sanctuary and a strategic center for high-level meetings, political planning, and emergency evacuation if required. When it comes to travel, the same contrast between appearance and reality is evident. While there are no images of Khamenei boarding luxury jets or staying in extravagant hotels abroad, he seldom leaves Iran. His movements within the country are handled with extreme discretion and grandeur. Fleet escorts, decoy convoys, and the use of private aircraft are standard. In some cases, entire neighborhoods are shut down hours before his arrival. Thousands of security personnel, including intelligence agents and snipers, are deployed to secure locations even for brief visits. He also has exclusive access to government-owned airfields and aircraft refitted to provide high-tech communications and emergency operations capability. 4. Contrast between public simplicity and private wealth. Ali Khamenei's public persona is crafted with meticulous care. His black turban, symbolizing descent from the Prophet Muhammad, paired with plain robes and sandals, is no accident. It reinforces the narrative of a humble religious scholar who has renounced materialism for spiritual and national duty. State television often shows him walking through modest corridors, surrounded by books, clerics, and military officials, delivering lectures with no hint of opulence. In Friday sermons and official addresses, he often warns against the corrupting nature of consumerism, urging citizens to embrace resistance economy and simplicity in the face of Western decadence. But while this image serves a powerful political purpose, reality tells a different story. Investigations by foreign media, testimonies from former insiders, and financial disclosures from US sanctions enforcement all point to a sophisticated lifestyle insulated from the economic hardship most Iranians face. Khamenei's reach extends across dozens of government-affiliated foundations, investment arms, and asset-holding companies. Through this network, he enjoys indirect control over luxury accommodations, elite medical care, specialized education for family members, and multi-billion-dollar business operations, all without his name appearing on a single shareholder register. The most glaring contradiction lies in the contrast between his rhetoric and the system he presides over. While millions of Iranians struggle with food inflation, fuel shortages, and a deteriorating currency, the Supreme Leader's office functions like the command center of an empire. Known as Beit-e-Rabari, the leader's house, it is an ultra-secure complex with its own intelligence wing, media arm, financial division, and clerical advisory board. It coordinates everything from regional proxy operations to domestic propaganda campaigns, and operates entirely above the jurisdiction of Iran's elected government. And there you have it, inside the billionaire life of Ali Khamenei, a man who publicly preaches simplicity but privately commands an empire that rivals the world's most powerful. His reach extends far beyond Iran's borders, his wealth is masked in the folds of state institutions, and his image, carefully controlled. Whether you see him as a spiritual guardian or a hidden monarch, one thing is certain: his power is absolute, and his legacy is shaping not just Iran, but the entire Middle East. What do you think? Is Khamenei a symbol of religious leadership, or the architect of a modern-day empire cloaked in ideology? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video eye-opening, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to see it, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most powerful and secretive figures. Thanks for watching.